North Carolina's community colleges are starting to once again see more students on campus, and this is after a year of sharp decline with potential students trying to navigate the pandemic.
But officials at area schools say they believe even more students will be back on campus if only they knew about one big assist. WCNC Charlotte reporter Michelle Bowden explains in tonight's Where's the Money report.
Here at CPCC, they say enrollment numbers have steadily been going up since they first fell off at the start of the pandemic, but they say they're convinced more students would be here if they knew about all the financial aid available to them. Lyla Turner knew she wanted to go straight from high school last year to college.
I'm very dedicated to get my degree so I can go ahead and go into the workforce.
But she wasn't sure how she could afford school, especially during a pandemic.
Well, at first I was actually going to go to a four-year college, but then Central Piedmont offered me the scholarship, so I decided to take that instead, and it just a whole weight off of my shoulders.
Turner is one of the lucky ones. She knew there was financial aid to be had.
It's such a big impact because I don't have to worry about a full-time job or how I'm going to pay for college, and the stress and weight, it's not a burden at all.
But for many would-be students across the Carolinas, money is one of the big things holding them back from higher education, especially the last 2 years. At the height of the pandemic, North Carolina community colleges saw a 15% drop in enrollment. Fears about COVID, the need to care for family members, and money, all reasons for the lack of students on campus.
So there are chances that, a good chance that students may be able to come here debt-free. So all they need to do is come and talk to us.
There are federal and state dollars available and, of course, scholarships directly from the colleges themselves, and not all require good grades. So far, almost 1,300 Central Piedmont students have taken advantage of what's called the Longleaf Commitment Community College Grant Program, though many still don't know about it. The governor launched it in the heart of COVID back in May 2021 for high school students. And there's something else college campuses are doing to try to make students feel more comfortable, making mental health counseling more readily available.
And then we also know students are having mental health concerns. You know, they may just not be in a good place mentally, be ready to come back to school.
Bonifacio Sanchez will graduate this summer. He says COVID actually worked in his favor.
I think the pandemic gave me that push that I needed to go back to school, because once the pandemic hit, I had a lot of free time where we weren't working and we weren't doing anything. Enrollment
is now up at more than half of North Carolina's community colleges. It went up 4% at CP last fall and another 4% this semester. They're hoping it's a trend that continues.
What we're trying to make sure students understand is we realize everyone's been through a really tough time, but it's time to kind of start thinking about your future again.
If you're thinking about CPCC, we've got all the information you need about all the financial aid available. It's on our website, WCNC.com. Reporting in Charlotte, Michelle Bowden, WCNC Charlotte.